Anytime you'd like to capture it. Thank you. Thank you, OBS. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to King of Dragon Pass. This is a game originally made in the 90s, been slightly refurbished. Basically, they released it on like, Android and iOS, and it was actually quite good on Android and iOS. And then they effectively ported that version back over to PC again so that we could have an updated version of the PC version of King of Dragon Pass. And that's what we're playing today. King of Dragon Pass is a game where you found a tribe in the land of Glorantha, which is a very interesting little fantasy setting. And you attempt to become the king of a place called Dragon Pass, basically. It's that simple, but you're presented with lots of story events along the way where you have to make different decisions that have different consequences, and you also have the sort of side business of actually managing the day-to-day, business of the clan itself. You know, you're farming, you're exploring, you're magic rituals, that kind of stuff. Forming alliances with other tribes. It's a whole thing. There's also a prequel out there called 6 Ages Ride Like the Wind. Yes, there is. Unfortunately, it only runs on Windows fucking 7, so I can't play it. So... yes. Play. So now we will go through the process of creating our little clan here. Shrink this tutorial box, click it again to grow. You go. Can I... is there any way of getting out of the tutorial? That would be lovely. Whatever. So, there was once a time when gods and people walked the earth together. Your clan traces its ancestry back to those times. Your clan history begins when you joined forces of the storm god Orlanth. Back then, Orlanth was simply one of many upstart rebellious gods bent upon conquest of the world. Orlanth's unique contributions at that time were personal honor and a close kinship to the other deities who seemed to be on the winning side. Go away! After many tribulations, adventures, and discoveries, Orlanth proved himself worthy of marrying Ernelda, the Earth Mother. The two formed the marriage ring and created a great harmony in the world through this sacred bond. Your clan took part in the wedding ceremony. Most clans either whooped with Orlanth or learned a secret from Ernelda. A few clans stood with Elmal, god of horses and the sun, as an honor guard. How did you prepare for the great marriage? So either our men and women donned gleaming armor and stood guard with Elmal to protect the celebrants from Orlanth's many enemies, or the men whooped with Orlanth and drank the 8 known drinks so that your heads would hurt during the ceremony, or our women withdrew with Ernelda and learned a list of names which they promised not to repeat to the men. So option 1, 2, or 3, basically. I'll leave this up to you, chat. Three, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 1. I think 3's winning. 1, 1. Okay, maybe 1's winning. No, it's neck and neck. Three. 1 for 2. 1. Skip is not an option. Get out. 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1 seems to be winning now. Very well. Our men and women donned gleaming armor and stood guard with Elmal to protect the celebrants from Orlanth's many enemies. Orlanth struggled to... Fuck off. Orlanth... I think it's because I'm, as far as the game is concerned, I'm playing it technically for the first time, and so I can't opt out of this tutorial. But never mind. Orlanth's struggle to remake the world was just the beginning, and many other gods joined him in it. Orlanth fought Yelm, the Bright Emperor, and undertook many wars of conquest. Other, more peaceful deeds were just as important. Your earliest famous event was... Oh my god, we've got so many options now. The healing of Orlanth, when the merciful goddess Chalana Arroy joined Orlanth's tribe. The 100-day hunt, when Orlanth and his son Odila tracked the Sky Bear. Jested settlement, where Orlanth and Isares the Talking God outwitted foreign deities in a difficult negotiation. The procession of the animals, where Uralda the Cow Mother led the sacred herds into Orlanth's stead. When Barntar, son of Orlanth and Inelda, learned of harnessing oxen to plough. When Lancor Mine, the Knowing God, learned how to use the marking bone, which could mark signs of power upon... What are you guys doing? I've not even asked your opinions yet, and you're typing random numbers. When you did marking bone, mark signs of power upon anything. When Pella, the pottery goddess, made the first pot to store grain in. When Roitina, Lady of Dance, first did the clan making dance. Okay, I'm gonna have to straw poll this clearly. It's annoying that the music stops when you click out of the window, but never mind. Maybe that's an option in the preferences. I'll have to figure that out later. Straw poll. Alright. 1, 2, 3. How many options have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great poll. Boosh, there you go. If you've got Twitch, what's it called? Fuck. Better Twitch TV, that's the one. It should be popping up like in your chat window right now, which is a nice feature. Which I'm now looking at. Sorry, the music keeps cutting out. I can't stop it from doing that. Give it a couple of minutes. 2 minutes from now, it's 15:53. At 15:55, I shall call it. How are we doing so far? 6 seems to be winning. Which one's 6? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The marking bone, which could mark signs of power upon anything. Interesting. Interesting choice, chat. I don't know what you mean by authentic 800 by 600 resolution. I've put it in 1080p. I set the resolution to 1080p in the options. Why would I upscale to 4K? I don't understand, Headskull. Why on earth would I do that? I don't have a 4K monitor. Alright, time's up. It would appear that, yeah, option 6 has won it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Lancor Mine, the Knowing God, learned how to use the marking bone, which could mark the signs of power upon anything. Orlanth succeeded in remaking the world. Thus began the golden era called the Storm Age. Orlanth's son Vingkot was a famous warlord during this time. Most people in the area were his followers. He introduced new principles, such as the rule of hospitality, which said that after you invited people into your steads, you could not attack or harm them. Thus was much treachery banished from Orlanthi society. Many who would not have survived agreed to his new ways in order to gain his protection. He was a great organizer and helped the many scattered people form into new clans and tribes. Your clan was one of those aided by King Vincott. After you proved yourselves robust and capable of survival, Vincott placed a remnant people under your protection. They were the Nalda Bin, or stick farmers. You had a choice whether to make them into thralls, slaves, or adopt them as members of your clan. How did you add these strangers? As thralls or as adopted family? That is the question. Let me just quickly do it. Don't spam the chat. Don't spam the chat. Don't spam the chat. Calm the fuck down. Lovely spam, wonderful spam. Spam, spam, egg, sausage and spam. Spam, 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 eggs, bacon, sausage and spam. It looks like 2's won this one by a landslide, to be fair. 73% voting for option 2 as adopted family. The foes of the Vincotlings were many, and your people fought hard against them. Which one of them in particular did you fight? Boz Takang, the Troll Lord, Ukagra, king of the Basmoli Beastmen, Chinkis Moor, the Elf Warlord, Tadar the Green, champion of the flatland called Prax, or Vezvena, warlord of the Ice Tribe. Okay. How many options is that? That's 5, isn't it? Create poll. Screw the elves. I'm thinking about getting the elves for Age of Sigmar, actually, when they come out. The Luminef. I think they look pretty sick, actually. Mostly because Dan is finishing up his lizard men at the minute, and he's probably going to want someone to fight with them once he's done. So I wasn't all that into them though to start with, because I never liked high elves in Warhammer Fantasy. I thought they were a bunch of shitheads, and they just looked boring and generic. Wood elves were cool, dark elves were cool, high elves, pfft, get in the sea. But at first when they announced these new Luminef elves for Age of Sigmar, I was like, oh, they just look like high elves, how boring. And then they really revealed a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And then they got to the bit where it was like, oh, here we have some elves with fucking gigantic hammers. And also, they worship a giant mountain cow god, which walks around like a big fucking cow death robot. At which point I was like, okay, now I'm interested. Cow elves? Yes, alright, you're on. Cow elves with hammers. That's a bit different. Count me in. Thing is, what I want to do with them though is I want to make them elves that are based in the realm of fire. So effectively, they're fire elves rather than light elves. And the mountain god bull creature things, I'm going to make them like volcanoes rather than actual mountains. And I'm going to paint them all to look a little bit like the dark elves from Morrowind. So sort of like gold armor, but with those big orange plumes and blue clothes and dark skin with glowing eyes. And the best part is they'll be able to fight Dan's lizard men, so it'll be like fighting Argonians. 10 out of 10. So the funny thing is, actually, the Realm of Fire in Age of Sigmar basically is Vardenfell. It's essentially the freaking Ashlands. So it fits perfectly. But it's going to be funny, because about 50% of the people I play with are probably either going to go, hey, look, they look like salamanders from 40k, or they're going to go, hey, they look like Dark Elves from Morrowind. But I think that could be a giggle. I can put green stuff, little beards on them as well, because elves with beards is cool. Now then, let's see. Looks like option 3's won this one with 9 votes. So we hate the elves, basically. Chinkus Moor, the elf warlord, is the one we fought against. Have a giant anvil as your god of old. That would be really appropriate, actually. That'd be quite cool. Anyway, the Storm Age ended in disaster when the gods and creatures of chaos came and destroyed nearly everything. Orlanth and his allies fought hard, but chaos almost always won. Many gods died, and new ones rose to prominence. Many people died too. Catastrophe shook the world, the sunfall, the rain of blood, and the terrible laughing tsunami. What? The darkness got so bad that even Orlanth and his companions had to abandon humans to their own destiny. Only a few deities, either small ones or weak ones, remained. The world stagnated and died. Your clan was diminished to a ragged handful of hardy survivors. Hjort the king was the leader who emerged amid the turmoil of the darkness. The efforts of Hjort and his companions helped set the world in order again. He created the laws that we follow to this day. One of the great distinctions which Hjort discerned among his clans was that some of them tended towards either peace or war, while others maintained a balance between the two principles. Which kind was your clan? Very well. There you go. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. I understood that reference. Very low voter turnout. Yeah, whatever. As long as there's some voter turnout, at least the concept works. Tolstoy clan. Polish the spark plugs of destruction, eh? Alright, let's see. What is the result? Looks like number 2 has won it with 41% of the vote. Although it's 13 votes to 12. Second place is War with 38% and 12 votes. Captain Picard would be very disappointed in 38% of you, basically. And last place was Peace with 7 votes. All right. Your clan was a custard-loving clan. Doesn't seem to be an option. Yeah, it's probably DLC, mate. Right. Balanced it is. Finally, the sun rose again. While the rest of society worked to protect themselves, find food, or otherwise just survive, the first priests worked to re-establish links with the ancient deities. With a new harmony between people and deities, the world was slowly improved. Once the awakening process had begun, it got easier and went quicker, as the gods woke each other, too. Who was the first deity which your clan helped to awaken? None. Our ancestors are good enough. None. We retained worship of our living deity, Elmal, the loyal Thane, Urox, the storm bull, or Odila, the hunter. Or Nalda, the mother goddess, Orlanth, the father, Isares, the talking god, Lankomai, the knowing god, Chalana Arroy, the healing goddess, and Uralda, the cow mother. Right. Let's see, how am I going to set this up? Let's see, 1, 2A, 2B, 2C, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how we're going to line that one up, I think. Great poll. Bringing back Cow from Black and White. There is a sort of... There are a few cow-related gods in Dominions, actually, now that you mention that. There's the big black bull of the underworld, there's the great white bull, and then there's that dude which has a cow head. The power of Moo! Cow mother is best mother. Urox the Storm Bull. It's not a bad name at all, is it? Right. Just to pick up the pace here a bit, and since option 8 seems to have won quite handily. Uralda the Cow Mother, indeed, was the deity which our clan helped to awaken. Things have been different since the dawn. 1,300 years ago, Orlanth and the other gods retreated from the world, leaving it to mortals. You can still contact them through ritual and sacrifice, or enter their realm by reenacting stories about their deeds, which contain great magic. But they no longer walk beside you. When you settled into a new place, you marked this great change in the world by naming your land not after a god, but after a mortal like yourselves. You called it Hjortland, in honor of the king who taught you how to survive during the darkness. About 600 years ago, a dragon approached you in either its own form or that of a human with a dragon's soul inside it. The dragons had always been hostile, or at the very best, utterly uncaring. Orlanth was always the dragon slayer. You had to choose whether to believe it and cooperate and learn to know what dragons know, or whether you to remain neutrality. What was your attitude towards the dragons? Hostile, we would never believe a dragon. Neutral, we didn't go along. Or positive, we joined into their dragon knowledge. So. Create poll. I didn't want the results. Oops. Actually, no, it's fine. I'll just copy the rest of it without the R at the end. I think that'll work. Yep, seems to be. Results coming in. Boo, dragons. Boo! Boo, I say. I like the cut of this dragon's jib. None of dragon cults ever ended well. Well, technically, it ended pretty well for Chonkbird. Also, I'm just noticing that the chat is all sort of stuck on top of the actual text on the screen, and that's not good, not very helpful. Let's move it somewhere else, like up here. There's no good options on this screen, really, honestly, but fine. Alright, seems pretty settled. 18 votes is the winner for option 3. We joined into their dragon knowledge for 46% of the vote. Turns out the remaining 54% of you were much smarter than the 46%, because most of the people who said yes to the dragons moved to Dragon Pass, a land to the north of your home. You stayed in Hjortland, and it is a good thing too, for a little over 200 years ago, the dragons rose up and ate everyone who lived in Dragon Pass. They ate the Orlanthi along with all of the other foolish human dragon friends. For a long time, no humans went to Dragon Pass. They were sure that the dragons would eat them too. Yeah. Oh, dear. Recent events made you think twice about the abandoned land of Dragon Pass. A generation ago, a usurper who called himself the Pharaoh came to Hjortland and started a civil war. Your clan broke into disputes, sometimes violent, about whether to support the Pharaoh. In the end, your group of dissidents decided it would be better to risk the dangers of Dragon Pass than to stay and kill your own kin, the greatest sin an Orlanthi can commit. Those unable to live under the Pharaoh would move northwards to Dragon Pass. People of similar beliefs from other clans had already made the same decision and settled there. So you made a new clan, just as your ancestors had done in the days of King Hjort. Your new clan made the dangerous trek to Dragon Pass and selected a place to live. Like the other Orlanthi refugees from Hjortland, you settled in Quiviniland, a mountainous area in the southeast of Dragon Pass. You would call these lands your home, or Tula. Tradition required you to make a formal land claim. How much land did you claim? As much as we needed, no more. More than we needed to grow into, lots more than we would probably need, or huge tracts, far more than we needed. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great poll. Going wise on this one, says Dr. Fat. Fools, says Gaius Marius. What are they doing next door? Banging and crashing and all sorts. Huge tracts of land, massive plots. Sounds like one of those questions where greed backfires bad. Huge plots of land. Do you have a flag? Yes, I remember that. Well, option 2's won it by a bit of a handy margin. 53% of you voted for more than we needed to grow into. Okay, your clan history is as follows. To prepare for the marriage of Ernalda and Orlanth, your men and women stood guard with Elmel. Your clan's earliest famous event was when Lankomai learned how to use the marking bone. You added strangers to your clan as adopted family. Your ancient enemy is Chinkis Moor, the elf warlord. Yours was a balanced clan. You first awakened Uralda, the cow mother. Your attitude towards dragons was positive. You shared their knowledge. You have more land than you need to grow into. And difficulty will go with normal and length short. Victory condition being to ford a tribe and remain king for 10 years. We'll probably never get there, honestly. I never have. In all the times I've played this game, I've never once actually managed to make myself king. So, and we can change our clan name as well. What should we call ourselves? Ideas? Suggestions? Dum-dummed. Cowabunga. Great decisions. McCured. The Moors. Dragon Kibble. The Moors. Card says moves. The milk drinkers. Yeah, I suppose so. Mild mill drinkers. I've left a K out there, haven't I? We are the milk drinkers. Right. Sacred Time is 2 weeks of magical ceremonies which precede each new year. Here you allocate the clan's magic resources for the coming year. Members of your clan council or ring offer advice. Click another advisor for their advice or the text to hide it. Click the boxes to allocate a point of clan magic to crops, herds, and war, and then click proceed. This leaves a reserve in case you need it later. So this guy, we have our little ring of advisors here with their own various pluses and negatives, and it also shows you which god they worship in the little logo there. Now, normally, if you play this without the damn tutorial active, these guys are completely randomized. But right now, we've got the sort of generic tutorial advisors. But whatever. We do have a trickster, yeah, this guy here. Spend what we can on mysteries so that we can sacrifice to understand and perform Orlanth's blessings. There's Lycan, he's age 49. Animals good, bargaining good, combat excellent, custom excellent, leadership excellent, magic very good, worships Orlanth. Colbrast, devote 3 to diplomacy, then we should do rituals for war, trade, and mysteries. Leave something so we can deal with any crises that come up. Keep at least 1 point of magic in reserve in case we need it for something unexpected. Orleront says, our clan magic would be stronger if a chief were a devotee of Elmal. Really helpful there, dude. Really helpful. Vanina says it's easier keeping people healthy than trying to cure them later. I think we should allocate 2 health magic and conserve a few points in case we need to call on Shalana Arroy during the year. Minara says a lot too to our crop magic. Our herds are also important, so earmark 1 for them. Leave some magic available in case we need to call on the earth goddesses. By the way, with a Uralda worshipper on the ring, we should perform more livestock rituals. Yeah, she worships the cow mother. Yes, I think. Does she? Enelda or Uralda? I don't remember. Anyway, and this guy says, Varzen says, allocate 2 to war magic and be sure to leave a few points in reserve in case we're raided. He worships Humakt, which is basically the war god. He's renowned at combat. So, let's see. Mysteries? I don't think we really give a shit about mysteries right now, Lycan. Sorry, mate. We'll worry about that later. Diplomacy, war, trade, mysteries. I think we want 1 in war. Would be a good idea. A couple in diplomacy. Crops, herds, health. And we'll leave 1 in reserve. Seems good to me. Milk Drinkers Clan last year. We made the dangerous trek to Dragon Pass and claimed more land than we needed to grow into. We built a clan hall, some homesteads, and a shrine to Elmal. But when we left Hjortland, we lost much of our connection with the gods. Our other clans we knew back in Hjortland also sent immigrants to Dragon Pass, so we already have friends and enemies in the new land. It's now time for the annual allocation of our clan magic, which is this. Our god talkers predict a more or less normal harvest. The Alenk spirits have chased off the vermin spirits, and there should be few rats this year, apparently. There's our reputation bar there, or either it goes from stick picker to king. We're slap bang in the middle right now. Here is 1329. Let us proceed. Check on the neighbors in the tutorial. Go away. Both the farmers and the weapon thanes are satisfied. If we had more trading partners, we can support more crafters. Our clan has always considered Elmal to be our most important deity. Our traditions, not if you ask the chat, apparently, but our traditions are weakened because Lycan doesn't have a personal relationship with Elmal. That's this guy here. He's our sort of chief of the ring, if you like. So, we could replace him with someone, I think, if we went to one of these screens somewhere. Clan, farming, magic relations, trade, war map, lore saga, manual controls. Can't remember how you do it now. There's a way to do it, but I just don't remember what it is. Anyway, here's a summary of stuff. We have 3 sick farmers, apparently. Everyone else is healthy. The clan mood is reserved. The farmers feel resolved. The weapon thanes feel resolved. Blessings as well. Magic. Is the magic screen. Where we can do stuff. We can make sacrifices. We can quest. We can do various things with the different gods. which I think you gain access to these other rituals the more shrines you have. So, yeah, shrines give 1 permanent blessing, so we can build more shrines. We currently have a shrine to Bantar, Elmal, Ernalda, and Uralda. Yeah, Uralda's the Cow Mother, Ernalda is the Earth Queen. Easy to mix those up, I guess. All you know is not to mess with the ducks. Good advice. I will be back in just 2 seconds, folks. I need desperately to pee. I should have gone before we started, but I didn't. Apologies. Be right back. I'm back. Right. I'm sorry. I drank like an entire pint of water and then a cup of tea as we were getting started. Because staying hydrated is good for you, but it does have its price. Anyway. Are any of the council members followers of the Trickster God? Yes, this lad here, Bastarkos. He worships UML, who is the Trickster God, I believe. Yes, the Trickster God. Fool, outlaw, and scapegoat, but also one of the 7 Lightbringers and a friend to Orlanth. He brings trouble to those around him. You can sacrifice to UML, but you can't build a shrine to him. Tutorial. Fine, we'll do it. Let's check on the neighbors. In the menu at the left, click Relations. Relations with the other clans of Dragon Path are important for winning. It's generally better to be owed favors, but we'll ask for someone for cattle. I don't know why. We have 811 cows. That seems like a lot to me, but fine. This is the map of the world, by the way. The bits of it that we are aware of, anyway. That's us, the middle there, the milk drinkers. We are bordered right now, it seems, with the Eagle clan, the Grey Dog clan, the Blue Spruce clan, the Enhili, the Eldori over there, Gorin, the Green Wing. Now, I think the colours of their names suggest how much they like us. I think the Green Wings are probably not very happy with us, and the Hillhavens don't like us either. So there's a good chance they'll probably try and raid us. The pink guys are kind of like, they don't like us that much, but they're not like openly hostile. The purple guys, sort of somewhere in the middle, and I think the bright purple guys, the sort of Twitch purple guys, they're favourable to us, and the blue guys, they really like us, I think. That's the way it works. It's been a while since I played this, honestly. Did I read the Blade itself in the end? I'm about halfway through it, actually. I didn't start reading it until like about a month ago or so. It's really good, though. I wish I'd started sooner. My reading list is just so freaking long, and I don't read often enough to get through it very quickly, and I'm a slow reader as well on top of that, but yeah, no, it's good stuff. I love Glockta, the Inquisitor character. He's definitely my favourite of the bunch so far. Now then, yes, point for winning. It's generally yeah. What did it want me to do? Sorry. Favors dues at the centre. Ah, this bit here it means, I think. Favors due. Here we go. Gorend, they owe us a favour, apparently. They're known for a large boulder with war powers. Their chief is all Gandhi. They owe us a favour. Click the info balloon if you want to hide it. Click the emissary button to send an emissary. Alright then. The dialogue chose Colbrast as our best diplomat. Press the small picture of his face. Sure enough, he has an excellent bargaining skill as well as good leadership. Leave him unchosen. Click ask for cattle as a goal. Okay. Goals. Ask for cattle. There we go. The Gorin clan will be more likely to respond favourably if we bring them a few gifts. Adjust the goods slider to bring 10 cows worth of goods. There we go. And click the plus a few times to bring 8 footmen to help guard our gifts. There we go. Click send to send out the mission. Off you pop. While the mission is on its way, events require your attention. The ring will advise you. When you click someone, their recommended actions highlight in blue. Colbrast can't give advice. Click his picture to see why. Because he's the trickster guy. Pick any response. There's seldom a wrong choice. Saw a good seller. A trader priestess of the talking goddess Ares comes to trade. In addition to the usual exchange of goods, she asks if we have any white horses. Although we have some light grey horses, none can truly be called white. Farston says she really wants to own a white horse. Minara says a horse is usually worth 4 cows, but white horses are fairly rare. Vanina says we have failed in our obligation to a guest. Wallerant says, although we can't fulfill our guest request, nothing says we have to honour unreasonable requests. Bastarkos says we could paint a horse white. I've done it before. Colbrast is not here, so he can't offer advice. And Lycan says we should at least show generosity, so she will spread our good name among the other clans. Alright, so... And he recommends either of these 2 options, for example. You can see what the different people have to say. But ultimately, chat, the decision is yours. We either apologise for not having one and throw her a feast, offer to save the next white horse for her, or sell her another horse. So... Come on, browser, load faster. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Create poll. This playthrough is going to end quickly. I suspect it might. Let me see the results. There we go. Oh, it's neck and neck with 2 and 3. Two's winning it by 1 vote. Hello, General Store. How do? Sunny outside, grass is green. Yeah, it's a lovely day outside at the minute, actually, isn't it? I was a little bit... The postman came just before I started the stream to drop off a package. And I was almost slightly jealous of him. Out there in the nice sun. On a day like this. Voters to viewers ratio is rather low, it seems. Well, you know, the problem is, like, there'll be a lot of people probably watching on mobile devices and stuff who can't, like, access the straw poll to vote on it. So that'll probably be why. And, you know, there'll be people listening to the stream in the background who aren't interested in clicking and doing poll stuff because they're you know, they've got it in the background while they're playing a game or something. They don't want to tab out. So it's fine. It's fine. But thank you for the people who do vote to make this experiment work. Right now, though, unfortunately, it is neck and neck between options 2 and 3. Apologise for not having one throw her a feast or offer to save the next white horse for her. It is 12 votes apiece right now. Oh, also, Carwellis, thank you very much for the 2 months of subage. I almost missed that. Straw polling. I'll post it again for you. Oops, that's not it at all. There we go. Do we choose thralls or not? It's been a while since then. Right, 16 votes now for number 3. Looks like number 3's just clinched it. Offer to save the next white horse for her. That's a kind offer, but I'm sure I'll be able to find one on my travels. Done. Alright, this is Colbrast visiting the Gorins. Your emissary Colbrast approaches the Gorins, asking them to make good on a favour they owe you. Colbrast seeks a gift of cows from them. Their customary number of cows granted by obligation is 20. How many head of cattle do you ask for? Now, yeah, Colbrast arrives at the Gorin clan. Note that only Colbrast can give advice. Choose a customary response of 20 cows. You'll see that you've gained cattle. He, though, recommends that we go for 25 or 30. Their chief, Olgandi, is well known for his generosity. They like us, and so we can try asking for more than the customary amount. So, chat, how much do we ask for is the question. As soon as strawpoll.me loads. $10, $15, $20, $25, or $30. Sod the tutorials advice. Let's see what the chat thinks. Down with your tutorials. Ah. Around Threads, one of the few fantasy settings that isn't super Tolkienish. Yeah, it's a really cool setting. I really like it. Oh, RuneQuest was Blurantha? Fucking hell, I never realised that. I had no idea. Dominions is... Yeah, Dominion... It's kind of the reason I was reminded of this game was because we've been playing Dominions, actually. There's another game by Illwinter Design, which apparently I learned from the YouTube comments is literally a studio of 2 guys in Sweden. It's just 2 blokes that make Dominions. That's it. Which I think is awesome. But there's another game series they make called Conquest of Elysium, which also looks quite interesting, actually. I wouldn't mind giving that a go at some point. Master of Magic type. Yeah. Conquest of Elysium is interesting because I looked at it and I thought, okay, it's interesting. It's sort of... It's Dominions-esque, but it's a bit more focused down. Instead of playing as a god, you play as a single dude, like a troll king or an archbishop or something like that, and you get an army and you go around and do some stuff. There's a slightly more RPG element to it, perhaps. But what really made me go whoa was when I discovered that it has multiple planes of existence. Like, you have, like, the devil, the demon plane and stuff like that. And if, like, you get attacked by... So, like, it's listed in one of the features of the game on the store page. Like, if you get attacked by a demon lord or something, and you want him gone for good, you can travel to the demonic plane or whatever, and kill him there, so he'll be dead for good. Otherwise, he just goes back there when you kill him, and then he comes back later. Yeah, the addition of those sort of other sort of planes was what made me go, okay, this looks really interesting. You love Dominions, but the UI, yeah. All right. We've finished voting, and by a large margin, 25 cows has won it. The Gorend Carls seemed strongly affronted by this request. Their chief, Olgandi, said he would give us no more than the customary amount. Oops. Thanks a bunch, Colbrast. Welp, indeed. Right then, well. Take 2, I guess. 10, 15, or 20 cows. Speechcraft is low. How's the Steam version of this? Well, it's fine, really. I mean, I haven't played the original OG version of this in a very, very long time. Mostly because it runs in such a tiny resolution, it drives me mad. But this Steam version is basically identical to the iOS version that I played for years. And it seems to be fine. The port seems to work just fine. I believe it has a few additional like story events and stuff in it that the original version of the game didn't have too, so it's got a couple of extra bits here and there. But I played this on my iPhone for ages. Actually, not even that. I didn't have an iPhone back then. I had an iPod. I played this on my fucking iPod. And then later on the Kindle Fire I used to have as well, actually. I got really into this game at one point, basically. I'd sort of... My PlayStation and my computer would sort of end up sitting there switched off the entire day, because I'd be in the living room on my goddamn tablet playing this instead. Right, most of you seem to think we should still ask for 20, so we'll do that. Gorins gave us the cattle without further complaint. Done. Clans get their most powerful magic by worshipping Glorantha's many gods. Click magic in the menu. In the list of deities, choose Humacht, the god of war. Shut up, you. Humacht. The right side shows magical benefits which a temple to Humacht can provide. Click build. Ah, yes. Build a shrine to get a permanent blessing, or sacrifice for a blessing. Okay, build. When you build, the battle luck blessing will be chosen automatically, though you can change it. Click build to build a shrine to Humacht. Build. Annual maintenance is 4 goods and 2 cows. Cost 10, blessings 1. In the list of deities, choose... Yeah, we've done that. We've done that. It's done. Alright. We got battle luck now. Improves our chances of winning a battle. Pretty important, to be fair, that. You really do want that. That's good. This is pretty good too, actually, but we need to enlarge our shrine if we want both of these. Ah, these are quests available here, that's all this is. Hero quests. They correspond to myths, sacrifice for mysteries to learn. Now, the interesting thing about these is essentially like little choose-your-own-adventure quests that you go on in order to get bonuses, but you have to learn the legends in question to do them correctly. I think if you go to... is it lore? Yeah, here we go. You can find things like the various myths, like the sword story, for example. Which you go through, and I don't think we know very much about it though right now. The Storm Age, no. Making of the Storm Tribe. I don't know what the symbol next to it means. This sort of thing here. Oh, there we go. That means we do know, I think. So that's like the whole story, basically, and then you have to kind of reenact it correctly in order to do it. That's the way that works. Yeah, we've chosen Humacht, we've done it, we've clicked build, we've built a shrine. Fuck off, tutorial. Alright, anyway, what else can we do? There's relations. The tutorial's just lost his mind, apparently. Never mind. Trade. We're trading with Brown Boars, it looks like? Yeah, and the Ernaldori as well. I don't know what that little N means. I don't know if they're a large cattle herd. Their chief is Bollock. They owe us a favour. Maybe that's what that means. I forgot. It's been so long since I played this. Brown Boar, they're known for a history of mad chieftains. Their chief is Yorsar. We owe them a favor. Ah, okay, we owe them a favor. Okay. There's war. Magical benefits, which... Yeah, fuck off. God damn it. Right, we can do raids. This shows us, like, our stuff. Our weapon thanes. We could probably stand a few more weapon thanes. I think we will, actually. Yeah, let's have a couple more. Recruit from promising carls from outside the clan or offer additional gifts worth 1 cow. Let's go with that. Recruit. Promoted 2 farmers to weapon thanes. Hooray. And now a new event has happened. Go away. Another crisis. Choices here impact dealings with 2 other clans and the mood of your own. Ignore your advisors and insist that Coral marry her. Or, alternatively, we could do what the chat says. Everyone is gossiping about what happened a few hours ago. The young woman, Aeonislara, was found out in the forest making love with Coral, a notorious poet and troublemaking warrior of the Heran clan. Coral left without a formal farewell. Aeonislara is unmarried, so her actions are not an offense against the gods, but she is betrothed to Jorator, a young thane of the Boscovi clan, and the wedding is scheduled for next season. So, what do these guys have to say? Lycan says, Jorator's clan is allied to ours, Coral's clan is on the cusp of a feud with us. So he recommends this option. Colbras says, a marriage is like any other trade, you must tell your trading partner the facts so he will not complain later. Recommends the same option. Bastarkos says, Coral's poetry is fine indeed. More snakes live in the mountains than any old fool thinks. Oleron says, Aeonislara has done nothing wrong, nor has the otherwise disreputable Coral. It would be absurd to marry her to him. Venina says, Coral will cause trouble for Jorator if we allow the marriage. So she says, end the betrothal. Minara says, this is juicy gossip, but we need to plant our fields more than anything else right now. And Varson says, let's just hope Coral didn't impregnate her. So, these are the options. End the betrothal, insist that Coral marry her, let marriage proceed as if nothing has happened, tell Jorator about the incident, tell Jorator, but urge him to continue with the wedding. Goddamn bards! Yup. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, I've misclicked, I've ruined it. There we go. Ooh, a big mix of options here. Interesting. Very interesting. So, yeah. Out of sight, out of mind. Chose the wrong one. Which one did you mean to choose? Genetic. Transparency is the best option, even if they think you guys fucked up. They can't call you liars. See, oh, you meant to vote for 3. Okay. Well, it is proper close, but option 4 seems to be winning with 8 votes. But that is only 29% of the vote. This one was an interesting one. Chat couldn't really make its mind up very much, but yeah. Option 4 wins, so tell Jorator about the incident. Oh, you're kidding me. It won't let me. Oh dear. Sorry, everyone. I think we're being screwed over by the tutorial. Or something. Yeah, we're being screwed over by the tutorial. Fucking tutorial. Alright, fine. Insist that they marry. The matter is not yet resolved before... Fucking... I wish I could turn it off. I really do. There might have been an option in the preferences menu and I just missed it. You mistake my intentions. Coral said I meant not to eat the whole cake, but merely to sample the dough. And how people heard this, they were outraged. Raid the Heron clan in retaliation for their insult, even though it is the sea season. Or let the matter rest. Okay. Before raiding Coral's clan, the Harani, find out more about them by clicking them in the clan list below. Let's have a look. They are known for their aggressive pursuit of trade. Their chief is Austenor. At least you're not allied with the Harani. Choose to launch a retaliatory raid. You know what? I'm just going to follow the fucking tutorial's advice until we're out of the woods here. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think you can skip it unless you go through it once. I believe you're correct. So, yeah, we'll raid them. Now decide who goes on the raid. Footmen, mostly farmers who are quite capable of fighting. Weapon thanes, full-time warriors. And women auxiliaries who heal and encourage. Then click proceed. Alright. Now, bearing in mind, of course, that whoever we don't take with us will stay back at home. And obviously, if we get footmen killed, that means we're losing farmers as well. So, that's also something worth bearing in mind. We also have alliances and favors due and stuff as well. So, just increase it a little bit. How about that? Proceed. Boscovy said they have to sow their crops. We eluded the Heron patrols, and our 10 weapon thanes and 101 footmen are facing only 6 weapon thanes and 72 spearmen. Okay. The two forces are about to close. Improve your odds by clicking the plus to allocate 1 point of magic. Now, I remember I did leave 1 point of magic left over when we were assigning magic at the start. For just such an occasion. We could also sacrifice to all Anthor Humact if we wanted to as well. Let's go ahead and assign a point of magic. By not making sacrifices before battle, you can charge the enemy before they're ready. Click proceed to begin the fight. So we're not going to do any sacrifices to get the element of surprise, I suppose. Our objective will be plunder, burn steads, kill as many as possible, seize their land, take captives, or survival. Tactics: skirmish, maneuver, charge, or evade. I think we'll just leave it on plunder and maneuver. The Harani outmaneuvered us, forcing us to attack them uphill. The battle didn't last long. Our magic blew away theirs. They were able to rally. We were driven off and had no opportunity to obtain booty. The Harani took 16 of our women and auxiliaries captive. Oh dear. Well, that didn't go very well, did it? Click the X at the end of the battle results to see how the clan mate takes the news. Oh dear. We lamented that lecherous Coral's clan was not humbled, but we were glad that at least we had not meekly swallowed the offence. Some of the Carls fretted about having a short harvest come Earth season. Yeah, because we raided during sea season, which means it's interrupted the planting as well. So the season in which you choose to go to war is important as well in this game. So, done. The Harani have sent an emissary to ransom back the 16 captives they just took. They asked for the usual ransom, 80 cows worth of trade goods. We have stockpiled goods worth 126 cows. Ooh. Decline, pay them cows instead, or pay them. The smart option here is either decline or pay them cows instead, because we've got like fucking 800 cows. We've got loads of them. Not the cows, but we can't pay them in goods because that is brutal. So I'm just gonna do this. Pay them cows instead. Yeah. The Harani were happy to accept cattle. Our people are pleased to see their kinsfolk again. You won't hear from the Harani right away, but chances are they aren't very happy about the raid, even if they defeated you. Click Done, since there are no more choices. Click the Weapon Thanes button to recruit more fighters. I already did that, actually. Choose a maximum number of Weapon Thanes by using the slider or clicking the plus, then click Recruit. You may not always be able to hire as many as you want. Yeah, I kind of already did that. Let's have another one, I guess. Switch to the lore screen, which provides information about the world of Glorantha. You don't need to know all this right now, but to win the game, be familiar with the myths. Sacrifice to the appropriate deity to learn their details. These will help when you reenact the myth as a hero quest. A hero quest duplicates the feats of the gods to gain magical benefits, which I explained earlier. Click the sword story. There you go. There's the sword story. Basically, you read it, you memorize the important bits, and then you try and do the hero quest. Most of Dragon Pass is still unknown, since your clan just arrived. You have a basic idea of the geography from when people lived here before. Switch to the map screen to see what you know about your new home. You can scroll or zoom the map in the usual ways. Click Explore to outfit an exploration party and learn more about Dragon Pass. I like how there's a little scale here as well. When you zoom in and out, which changes, that's kind of nice. You can actually get an idea for the distances involved here. Only see a black. Hang on a second, let's have a look. Lore. Oh, that is freaking weird. What is that about? This is some weird OBS shit, this is. Hold on. There you go. If I switch it to desktop capture, we're alright. That's the deal here. There we go. Weird. Okay. Thanks for pointing that out. Although it is a bit laggy now, which is odd, but whatever. I'll switch back to game capture for the second. But
We're watching you, scum.
Yeah. Balon, thank you very much for 3 years of subbage. Thanks very much. Bloody hell. Can't believe it's been 3 years. Fucking hell. Where's the time gone? Jesus. Feels like it was 2016 about 3 weeks ago. Anyway. Yeah, there's some strange browser-based maybe stuff going on there with that. Anyway. Click Explore. Yes. Explore. We're doing that, okay? We're doing that. We have no parties exploring. So we can send a weapon thane, and we can choose where we want to go as well. Might be a fun idea to go explore Kero Fin there, that big mountain. Admittedly. So we click there. We can send a weapon thane and 10 footmen. Let's send a little bit extra, shall we? And we can choose the speed as well. Just to send them at a leisurely pace, I guess. I don't know what difference it'll really make. We can choose who we want to send as well. Asborn. Who do you want to send instead? So, who leads the exploration part? You can see some of these guys here are actually our council guys. Many of them are not. I'm thinking someone with good combat might be a good idea, or leadership. It does seem to have defaulted to combat, actually, I've noticed. So I guess we'll go with combat. Combat. He's renowned at combat, so actually he's probably the best choice. So yeah, I guess we'll go with him. Asborn. Toodles, Dr. Fat. Send. We're being raided by the horse nomads. There are 153 of them, all mounted. They slipped past our patrols, and we could raise only 5 weapon thanes and 69 of the feared in time. Oh, gosh. Use a point of magic, it says. Apparently, I've got a point of magic available. Even though I thought I already spent it, but fine. And sacrifice a cow to Humak for his favor. Click proceed to get the phone away. Very well. Try and drive them off, I guess. And tactics. I don't know. Maneuver, I guess. We had to maneuver under a devastating barrage of arrows. As our forces engage with the horse nomads, Olorant notices that a detachment of riders is trying to sneak completely around and get at us from behind. What should he do? Sometimes, a battle has a pivotal moment when a leader has the chance to act heroically. This is one of those times. Make a decision, then proceed to the main battle. Alright! Does he ignore them? Does he make sure Varsons knows about the threat? Or does he try to drive them off? Chat, the choice is yours, as usual. Great ball. He heroically ignored them. It's neck and neck between 2 and 3. Yeah, this is our guy all around here, who is combat very good, but his custom is renowned. He's not our combat guy, generally speaking. This may affect the outcome, I don't know, actually. Depending on what we choose. Right, most people seem to have gone for option 2. Make sure Varsons knows about the threat. Unfortunately, Varsons had other worries at that moment. The riders broke into a stead and took 12 women, children, and old folk captive. Well done, chat. Well done. Fine decision-making there. There was a bloody battle. Their war magic helped carry them to victory. We were driven from the battlefield, and the horse nomads made off with 21 horses. It took 15 cows worth of loot. Our auxiliaries were able to heal one of our warriors. Yeah. Okay, so 4 of our elite fighters were wounded, 18 fighters killed, and 34 wounded. That was pretty grim. Chances are you have some wounded fighters to tend to. Yeah, we do. One quick way to heal people is to call on the healing goddess Chalana Arroy, so switch to the magic screen. Pick Chalana Arroy in the deity list. It's also the Earth season, by the way, in case anyone knows. Time is advancing as we do these things. Right. Where is she? There. Then click Sacrifice to choose the sacrifice. Click the healing button to select that blessing. If you have no wounded, just click X to leave the dialogue. Otherwise, choose at least 15 goods for entreating the goddess, and then click Sacrifice. We have a lot of wounded people. Ask Chalana Arroy to heal them. Yeah. 15 goods, it said, yeah? Let's check a few in extra, just to be on the safe side. 3 people are sick, 33 are wounded, yeah. And healing. Restores our wounded people to health. She healed 28 of our wounded. Okay, that's almost all of them, so nice. I like how this tutorial forces you to fail to show game mechanics, failing to realize it's probably going to make players overly cautious doing so. I suppose so. Although I'm sure when I played this last time, it turned out differently. But the thing to remember about King of Dragon Pass is you can have a terrible run of bad luck for quite a while, and you can still bounce back from it. It's pretty difficult to just outright completely lose the game. Your clan will have its ups and downs. It's just sort of part and parcel of the experience. Sometimes we just want time to pass by. The upper left note that it's now the Earth season, when the clan takes in the harvest. You wouldn't want to call up the farmers for a raid. Instead, click the season wheel to advance the next season. Very well. Aeon Islara, whose betrothal to Jorator of the Boscovi was broken off after her seduction by Coral the Poet of the Harani, is now pregnant. Aeon Islara is very happy, but her kinfolk see her pregnancy as a reminder of an embarrassing chain of events. Coral's clan dislikes us more than Jorator's clan, yeah. An earlier decision has a delayed effect. See what your advisors have to say. Sometimes matters brought before the clan ring are not truly issues for the ring to settle, so choose leave this matter to her kinfolk. Is this another case of, yeah, it's not going to let me choose anything else, so apologies, chat. Leave this matter to her kinfolk. People were happy that the ring did not interfere. Plus mood. Okay, your expedition has returned with another opportunity. Decide how to handle it. Your clan ring can advise you. The newly explored territory will be shown the next time you look at the map. Your explorers encounter a woman from Hjortland while mapping the west. Her name is Nilindia, and she is fleeing from her homeland. I slew an agent of the Pharaoh, who sought to tell chosen Orlanthi chieftains how to interpret the laws of our people. Although my act was just and supported by the spirits of our ancestors, the leaders were too afraid of the Pharaoh to stand up for what is right. They outlawed me and sent pursuers to kill me. I think I have outdistanced my pursuers, but I would be lying if I said I was sure of that. The explorers were moved by her words and have brought her here, suggesting that you should give her asylum. So this is what the guys have to say about this. If we make the wrong decision, the harmony of the clan will be disrupted. Thanks. That's like completely non-committal, useless, on-the-fence, cop-out answer, like, and thanks. Kulbras says the people admire her. Vistarkos, our trickster, says after the pharaoh displaced the rightful ruler of our land, he said we would be allowed to live in peace, but his officials were unrighteous and drove us to settle this rough land. Olorant says give her 10 cows worth of easily portable trade goods. Venina says the pharaoh will send evil sorcerers who will kill half the ring. Minara says, do we really need another weapon thane? Yeah, we did lose one, but fine. Varson says, by all means, adopt her and honor her as the great foe of the hated pharaoh. So, them's your choices. Adopt her as a weapon thane in the chief's household, adopt her as a weapon thane, give her hospitality, then see her on her way. See her on her way with gifts, or turn her away. The choice is, as ever, yours, chat. At least this time. The tutorial has chosen not to interfere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Create poll. Got a thonk like an Orlanthi, yep. New Elder Scrolls is looking great back to RPG roots. Clearly. Pharaoh is indeed an asshole. Yep. Alright, let's see. Ooh, it's close. 12 votes for option 2, 11 votes for option 1, which is both basically the same deal, just slight variations on the same choice, which is adopting her as a weapon thing. You get 1 more minute. Someone wants to cast a vote that will change it. Oh, it's neck and neck now, 12 votes apiece. Yeah, that's why I said it's variations on the same choice, Carvelis. We're adopting her either way, but we're choosing in what way we wish to do so. It is variations on the same choice. Do not try and actually me here, okay? It's still neck and neck. It's 13 votes apiece now. To be fair, though, Carvelis, you're like the only person in the Twitch chat who actually knows what they're talking about, so... You're the only advisor here who's actually worth their salt. I don't know who you voted for, Headskull, so that's not very helpful. Oh, there we go. 14 for option 2, 13 for option 1. There it is. The tiebreaker. Yeah, I know you said withdraw it, but I don't know who you voted for, so I can't tell how that would make a difference, you know? Anyway. $14 votes for option 2. Yep, let's go. Adopt her as a weapon, though. The people were glad to welcome a foe of the Pharaoh. We got an extra weapon thing, extra population, plus mood. The harvest was bountiful this year, however, because we raided during the sea season, we were short-handed and couldn't fully reap Ernalda's bounty. Curses! The tutorial made me do it, Minaro. It wasn't my choice, but yeah. Okay, now it's the dark season. Custom requires that we have at least a shrine to Lankomai. Okay, yeah. He says that every time the screen opens, and it annoys me. Game keeps track of what's been going on. Switch to the saga screen, which shows your clan's history. There you go. Later, you may decide to restore a game by using the restore button. Click on the season wheel so more time can pass. Yeah, that's how you sort of like, if you want to go back and slave scum a bit, you go back to the year that you want. I don't think you make a manual save like during the year. Essentially, if you want to go back to the start of the year and try again, you can do that, or you can go back a few years or whatever. It's essentially how the saves work in this. But yeah, you got like a whole freaking chronicle here, which is kind of fun. To go back and check what we did. Useful if you're playing in between a few breaks. Hiranda lenda est. Right. What do you want me to do? Season wheel. Okay. Alright. Although members of the clan ring are in a sense your playing pieces, they do have minds of their own. There are sound mythic reasons to have a trickster on the ring, but sometimes practical reasons not to. Remove Bastarkos from the ring. Okay, we're not getting a choice with this one. Termitane, a Thane of the Heran clan, comes to complain that he was insulted by a member of your clan ring. Bastarkos dined at our clan hall and spent the entire night insulting me. He waved his bare buttocks in my face, touched my wife in an improper manner, and spit chewed food in my face. Because he is a member of your ring, my clan considers any insult made by him to be an insult made by your entire clan. Unless you punish him, there shall be war between our clans. Yeah, fine. Tutorial won't let us choose anything else, so remove him from the ring. Temetane was pleased by our justice, and the people were happy that Bastarkos' insults would no longer seem to come from the entire clan. The ring now has only 6 members, so go to the clan screen. Click Reorganize to pick a new clan ring. Oh, that's how you do it. Here we go. You can sort out the clan leaders in several ways. Click a leader for their opinion. Note that Bastarkos can't return to the ring for a while. Find Brenna. She has high bargaining. Then click the box to choose her. Click Reorganize to appoint the ring. Okay. Brenna. There she is. Animals good. She's 31. Characters do age in this, by the way, and they do eventually die, so that's something worth bearing in mind. Animals good, bargaining very good, combat good, custom good, leadership good, magic very good, worships Isaris. Okay, fine. Whatever you say, tutorial, reorganize. Although the ring reorganization ceremonies take a while, there are no new events to deal with, so click the season wheel. Storm season, apparently we're in right now. Alright, a problem has arisen within the clan. Choose the first option to try to smooth things over. God damn it, are you ever going to let me actually choose myself, tutorial? Fucking hell. One of your Carls, Allende, complains that his wife, Randella, dishonored him.
Scum.
Puke and Dumpling, thank you very much for 7 months of subbage. I appreciate it. It also died when he went to worship at the Black Rock Temple and was insulted by Jorator, one of their Carls. He challenged Jorator to a duel, but Randella did not want him to fight. When the appointed day of the duel arrived, she found where the men were fighting and knocked Orlando dizzy with a big branch. He could not complete the duel and has now lost his honor. And the tutorial is making it so that we can only choose the first option. Convince Orlando that Randella had his best interests at heart. Tell that to the goose egg on my head, Orlando protested. That didn't work. Even the most silver-tongued chief can't always win over the people. Try something else. Alright, finally, now we get a choice. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Encourage Orlando to duel Jorator again. Scold Randella. Scold Orlando. Or this is not a matter for the clan ring. Them's your choices. Wise elders of the chat. Couldn't keep a straight face saying that, honestly. Tell the tutorial to screw off. Option 4. Let the game play itself since it wants to so badly. Options 1 and 4 seem to be the most popular right now. The chat is not keen on scolding anyone. Yeah, it's just, first time you play the game, it walks you through this tutorial. Every time you play the game after this, it's totally randomized. There's no help from the tutorial or anything. Even your clan ring members are completely different. Yeah, I could restart the whole thing. We wouldn't have to follow it, but to be fair, the tutorial is actually doing a good job of reminding me of how the game works, because it has been a long time since I last played. Admittedly, so I can live with it. Alright. Well, it looks like option 4's won it. This is not a matter for the clan ring, says the chat. The people were happy that the ring was what... I didn't consult these guys first. I should have done that. Sorry. I'll do that next time, so the chat gets all the information it can. The people were happy that the ring was wise enough not to involve itself in a petty dispute. As for Elenda and Jorator, they met again and took to sipping ale together, lamenting the meddling ways of the wives. So it worked out for the best. Well done, chat. You picked the right option, I think, there. You've played for 1 full year now. That's it for the tutorial. Learn more from the manual. Keep playing with the consequences of the previous decisions, or start a new game from the control screen. Have fun. I think we'll just continue, honestly. I don't want to have to go through the whole mythology segment all over again. So, we begin a new year, 1330. 36 babies were born. We initiated 20 children as adults. The clan has 10 fewer people, 78 fewer head of cattle, and 22 fewer horses than we did last. Thanks for that, horse nomads. Dickheads. We produced 893 and ate 774 bushels of food. 26 were lost due to spoilage. Our crafters produced 34 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 6 cows worth of goods. Maintaining our shrines and temples took 10 cows and goods worth 20 cows. So we're still turning a profit on goods, it seems. Yes. Can't you just rewind to the start? We could, but I don't really want to. Like I said in this game, you don't really have to save scum. I don't think. I think you just embrace the fact that you have your ups and downs, honestly, in this. It's rare that you can make a decision that is so colossally bad that you really have to go back and redo it, honestly. I've played... having said that, I've never actually managed to become King of Dragon Pass, but I have played this game for hours and hours, just enjoying the ups and downs of the clan. And, you know, sometimes they have bad years, sometimes they have good years. Anyway, our God Talkers forecast that the next harvest will be a good one, apparently. There were many swirling gusts of wind, but nobody was sure what this meant. Ooh. Well... It's an imbalance in the force. There are less cows than people. Well, if the harvest will be good, perhaps we don't need an additional crops magic. Would be my assumption there. Perhaps an incorrect one, I don't know. Mysteries, I don't know if we care about that right now. Although it's difficult to say what mysteries really means. It's nice and vague. I think it's possibly a good thing that it's vague, almost, you know. Diplomacy, we could do with a bit of help in that regard, actually. Health, herds, war, trade. War is always probably worth putting a point in war, isn't it? Mysteries is learning the legends. Quests are actually going on the quests, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we really care about those right now. Not for this next year coming up anyway. Yeah, Law of the Hero quests, right. Gotcha. So let's go with... maybe one in trade. One in herds. And we'll keep a reserve of 3. Is that too much? I don't know. It can be good to spunk a load of magic if you end up in a really poor situation, I suppose. One into health. Fair enough. Right, we'll leave 2 behind then. Proceed. It's the ducks! It's the bloody ducks. Here we go. The infamous ducks. A scouting party discovers rich farmland not far from your stead. It is inhabited by strange beast folk who behave sort of like normal Orlanthi and call themselves the Slapfoot Ducks. For once, both warriors and Carls agree it would be a fine thing to drive these small inhuman creatures from this fertile valley and claim it as your own. We can approach the ducks and offer them a peace pact. Each year, you must give us enough food to feed 50 of our people. We can tell them each year you must give us enough food to feed 150 of our people. We can demand that the ducks cede you half their lands, or launch a surprise attack against the puny ducks. The advice from the council is, Lycon says if we don't attack them, some other clan will. Coolbrast says we should demand tribute, but not so much that they feel resistance is the only option. It is better to gain something for no effort than everything at too high a price. Brenner says they will fear our strength, make the demands with confidence. Olorant says the ducks appear to be practice a corrupted version of Orlanthe ways. Vinina says, let's not be too bold. You never know what strange magic members of the elder races might wield. Minara says we shouldn't neglect our own land by raiding during planting time, bearing in mind it is sea season, no matter how tempting this new land seems. And Varsons says the ducks know their home terrain. Many a brave man has been humiliated because he underestimated a foe. Right, so the ultimate choice, however, of course, is yours, chat. So let's see. Option 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. You'll spawn some fun lore about ducks, but after this choice. Okay. They might look docile, but you know, a duck's not far from a goose at the end of the day. And if it was the geese people, there would be no argument, would there? Everyone would be like, "Fuck, stay away." That should be a thing. That should really be a thing. If I make a fantasy world, I will include geese people, and they'll be like fucking Klingons. They'll be ultra warlike. Hello, Raptor. You join us at an interesting time. We have encountered the infamous duck people. Yes, in Dragon Pass, the ducks eat you for lunch. Mind you, bit of dried duck. Haven't had any lunch actually today. I'm fucking hungry. Duck. Duck spring rolls. Well, let's have a look. Right, option 1 seems to be the most, by a country mile, the most popular option. 58% of you voted for option 1. Approach the ducks and offer them a peace pact. so we shall do so. The ducks accepted and gave our clan a place of honor in their songs. They said they would also praise us to their kin in the swamp. Quack friend, indeed. The ducks shall sing great songs of the milk drinkers, folks. Brilliant. The clan is not too happy with the way things have been going. The weapon thanes think we've been treating the farmers better than we treat them. Our clan has always considered Elmel to be our most important deity. Yeah. Have nobody to act as trickster on the ring. Yep. Olorant must add more men to the ring. Our clan's virility depends on it. Bugger off, Olorant. Our people are very healthy. The foolish man lies awake all night and worries. When morning comes, he's tired out and everything's just as bad as it was. Varson says, with the external threats we face, it would be prudent to reorganize as a war clan. He always says that, though, so ignore him. Our deity is Calmar. No, our deity is Elmol. Because we stood with Elmol during the wedding feast, if you remember. If we go to magic, though, you can see the temples we do have. We do have a temple to Uralda, probably as a result of that earlier decision. But Elmol's our guy. Does Chonkbird have duck blood? Good question. I don't know. Current chief is an all-Anth worshipper, so it'll cause problems with clan magic. Yeah. Might be a good idea to replace him, but I don't know who with. Anyone who worships Elmo? This guy does, Asborn. I don't think there's many good options here, though. Unfortunately. No issue at all, yeah. I think we might have to stick with him for now, honestly. Alright, the clan mood is apparently worried. Farmers feel resolved, the weapon thanes are uncertain. That's not good, is it? Well... No one is worthy of joining our clan. I don't think we need any more farmers right now. Food situation seems okay. The expected harvest should last a year. Yeah. Magic. We have a shrine to Lancome. Oh, no, we don't, actually. You're right. What would he give us? Literacy. Helps our dealings with other clans. That wouldn't be bad, would it, actually? What would that cost us? Go on. Right, one of the Carls, Eonis Lara, went into the woods to look for... This chick again, for heaven's sake. Went into the woods to look for healing plants and didn't return. A search party finally finds her body with a savage bite in her throat. Well, she met a violent end, apparently, in the end. They also find wolf prints nearby. Ooh. So, Lycan says, this is sad, but wolf attacks do happen. Colbrast has no idea. Brenner says, we can find this woman killer. Olorant says, we can find this woman killer. Vanina says, wolves are usually not so bold as to attack a grown woman. Minara says, apart from this incident, the Carls are in a good mood. And Varson says, it can be hard to track a wolf. So, spare no effort to track the wolf. Tell other clans that you want many wolf skins. Have hunters hunt and trap the wolves. Or mourn, just mourn her. Let's see. What does Chad think we should do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's find out. We're vampires. I see. What's this duck thing? Very good. Very good. Quality duck posting there. I feel like mass hunting of wolves could have detrimental effects in the long run. It could. We don't know. I don't know either. If I sound like I'm being coy and I actually know the answer, I don't have a fucking clue. I genuinely don't know. Well, option 3 seems to be the most popular. 52%, 15 votes. Have hunters hunt and trap the wolves. We trapped wolves whenever possible. I guess that's it for now. Maybe the consequences of that will become clearer later. If we'd lost our shrine to Lankomai, he would share more of his knowledge with us. Fuck off all around. But we have got the literacy blessing now, which is nice. Helps our dealings with other clans, which is probably going to be like... I would say that's a very useful thing to have, personally, I would say. Malia, mistress of disease, pestilence, and plague. She's one of the unholy trio. Why, hi, Nurgle. You're looking lovely today. I like the new name. Marangor, Earthshaker and Mother of Dinosaurs. Wow. That's a cool god. She's an Elder's grim sister. Raises the fertility of our fields when people are killed on them. Oh, interesting. Shame there's no summon dinosaurs button. Oh, Dyla, the god of hunting. I don't believe we can build any more shrines. I think we might have maxed out the shrines we can have. And you can build one to your ancestors as well, look at that. I forgot about that. But yeah, which gives you protection against hostile spirits. relations. How are we doing? Ah, the Slapfoot ducks are on here. They've actually appeared on the map, as you can see. And as you can see also, this area has been uncovered because we went to explore near Kiro Fen. And the marsh ducks live there, which are favourable towards us because the Slapfoot ducks said that we were good people. So there you go, we know about the marsh ducks as well. Consequences, everybody! Few cows means only one thing. It's raiding time! It is the sea season. I don't think we want to raid in the sea season, so we're not going to do that. I still have some power here. Trade. Oh, we have a treasure as well, black-tailed bull. A really fine bull who sires more calves than normal. We have enough horses to sell some, we should buy some food. Just looking through options here to see what we want to do. Oh, we don't want to do that right now, actually. Map. Probably wouldn't hurt to send some dudes off exploring, I guess. Ah, tribes versus clans. There is a tribe formed, the Kolimar here. Because tribes and clans are separate things. But these guys seem to have formed a tribe, it looks like. I think we should go explore. Let's explore Prax over there. Send Asborn with a weapon thane and some footmen. Off you pop. Eonis Lara had a fine baby boy. Presumably before she was killed by wolves. He looks just like Coral the Poet. Ah!
Scum.
Handsome Greg, thank you very much for that sub. Appreciate it. Nobles from the Heran clan come in their formal finery to tell you that they intend to kill as many of you as they can. Because we have told you this, it won't be secret murder, which is a crime. We will kill you legally, which you deserve because you have offended us in countless ways. No longer can we allow your insults and transgressions against us to go unanswered. We will answer them in blood. Well, Lycan says it would be good if others thought them villains and sided with us. Kulbras says they'll be insulted if we offer them less than 25 cows. Brenner says when Bad King Urgrain was mighty, he started no feud he did not end. But when he fell from Orlanth's favour, his many feuds ended him. Olaron says it is easier to compose a hateful poem than an amusing one. Harder still to turn hard hearts soft. Vanina says a well-phrased poem could rally our people, gain support from other clans, or turn hate to love. Minara says if they feud with us, we will lose a few cows. If we make peace with them, we will lose many cows. Minara basically cares about cows and not a lot else. Barson says if I were to choose a clan to feud with, it would be a clan weaker than the Harani. Release the ducks! Yeah. A rare instance in the old game where you can have ducks in your tribe. Ah, awesome. Well, We can apologize for past wrongs. We can compose a poem portraying them as cruel villains. We can compose a poem portraying them as fools. We can compose a poem praising their honor. We can do nothing for now, or we can offer them gifts. These are the guys we raided and failed miserably at raiding them previously. That's who these guys are. So. Okay, option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Create poll. There it goes. What does the chat think we should do? Do nothing and hope the problem goes away like a responsible adult. Yes. Make a diss track. Basically, yeah. Seems to be largely narrowed down to option 2 and 3. Question of, do we portray them as cruel villains or portray them as fools? Mark's got it. That's the right frame of mind. They are definitely the villains, no matter what logic says. Alright, option 2 seems to have got it. 15 votes. Compose a poem portraying them as cruel villains. Lycan's stirring condemnation of their vileness was soon recited in other Tulas in Dragon Pass. They knew that we were justified in our actions against the Harani, which increased mood. It's now the fire season, and typically the fire season is a good time to go to war if we fancied it, by the way. Let's look at the clan thing here. The mood is still worried. Farmers feel resolved, though. The weapon thanes are uncertain. The ducks are on their way to them. What? No, the ducks just happen to live next door to him. They don't move around on here. We can send an emissary to a tribe if we want to. Flatfoot ducks, though. Weird duck people who live nearby. Could send an emissary to the ducks. Propose an alliance. Apparently our best chance of an alliance is with the Bachadi, wherever they are. Oh, these guys down here. Hirani holds us in low esteem. They won't want to see our emissaries, but might at least listen to an offer to end the feud. Vanina says we should try to make peace with the Hillhaven clan. Yeah, it's those guys there who don't like us either, and the Green Wings up there. Minara says our mission should be fairly safe from bandits, and Varson said we need food, so we should call in a favour. Do we need food? I don't know how much food is good amount of food, honestly. More than pop would be good. We want to eat half of food. Now he says, though, our food situation seems okay. The expected harvest should last a year. So I'm confused. Pigs need 21 hides of wildland, and the other livestock need to graze on 25 hides of land. They need 59 herds to tend them. Try to stockpile more food. I hope we have a good harvest. It takes 238 farmers to tend to all 105 hides of cropland. We could handle another 19 hides. I have nothing to add. Expected food. Where is that? And another 19 hides of cropland, so we can increase that. I don't see it anywhere. Streamer blindness, you say? Not seeing it. Oh, right there. Sorry. How many patches do we need? You only need 25, apparently, so yeah. We could go for that. That would give us a lot more food. So I think we will. Relations, trade. Trade with the ducks. Sell some trade goods and buy food. Buy food. Spare a few cows. Remember what's this? The trading blessing first. Where's the trading blessing? Ah, Sisari's right. We don't have room to build another shrine though. But we could sacrifice to get it. I don't know if we need to trade though right now, honestly. I just sort of don't know what to do, really. Could go to war. Could go back to the Hirani. Or try to. Or we could just sort of hunker down and they might come to us. Steadfast. Improves our chance to winning when defending. Ah, I see. So it probably is better to be on the defense. Round up the ducks of war. Got fortifications up there as well. Fortify. Don't have enough warriors to defend ourselves. Furthermore, our warriors are not very happy. Oh dear. Build a ditch, ramparts, wooden stockade, stone wall, or watchtower. How many goods do we have? Okay. Ooh, these are expensive. Except for the watchtower, anyway. The watchtower might be a good idea. So we know if we've got someone coming and then we can prepare. We can take it by surprise, hopefully. Let's do that. Oh, good grief, what on earth? Ernaldini. One of your Carls is caught doing secret magic around the Tula's well. Some accuse her of attracting disease spirits. She denies doing anything at all, but then people start to get sick. Ugh. Lycan says, if we don't act soon to stop this bad magic, she will only keep on doing it. Chalana Arroy, priestesses are always in great demand. They may be hard to find, but we should still try. Malia is goddess of disease, pestilence, and plague. She is one of the unholy trio. Waller answers, the deliberate spreading of disease is one of the most serious crimes in our tradition. She must die. Venina says, our magic is strong. Minara says, Ernaldini hasn't been right in the head since she was caught in that stead fire. And Varson says, there is no risk in killing this old woman, assuming she isn't a powerful priestess of chaos, of course. So we can conduct a divination. We can outlaw her, then see that she is killed. Outlaw her, proclaim her innocence, send for Chalana Arroy priestesses to cure her madness, or use magic to cure her madness. Well, the choice, of course, is not mine to make. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Create poll. Have I fucked that up? I think I fucked that up. No, it's fine. It's fine. I accidentally added a hashtag there at the end when I hit the enter key with my giant fat fingers, but it seems to the link seems to work, so it's all good. Let me go to the results page. There we go. There are only 6 options. Shit, you're right. Well, don't vote for option 7 then. Hang on a minute. Yeah, don't vote. Sorry, 2 people have already voted for option 7. Option 7, none of the above. All right, fine. You servants of the trickster god, you. Right now it's tied between 1 and 2. Alright, looks like 2 has clinched it. 14 votes, 40% of the vote. Outlaw her, then see that she is killed. Chat showing no mercy to this woman at all. We sent one of the weapon thanes after her. He hit her quickly and she died without making a sound. Well, well, well. And we also have a watchtower now, which is nice. I wish it would tell us what that actually did. Sure it did in the original blasted game. Manual. I know this is going to be blank for you guys. Stand by. Fortifications. Watchtower increases your patrols, chances of spotting raids, and cattle raids. Yeah, that's probably a good one to have. And a stake perimeter offers extra protection against mounted foes. Right. Those are fortifications that have special functions. Fortifications cost goods to build, but do not subtract further goods for maintenance. Most fortifications reduce the amount of wealth taken from you when enemies defeat you in battle and plunder your steads. They also reduce the number of casualties your forces suffer when you choose survival as your battle goal. Fortification effects are cumulative. A stone wall and a ditch are better than just a stone wall. Right. But yeah, I think getting the watchtower was a sound decision by yours truly, if I do say so myself. Might want more weapon thanes. So I think we're going to go for that. Alright. Lazali, a trader of your clan, reports back on the recent exploratory mission to the wastelands of Prax. There, the party met a group of nomads who rode fabulous birds and claimed to be doughty warriors. They offered to help us raid another clan in Dragon Pass in exchange for 20 cows worth of silver and a quarter of the spoils. Interesting. So, Lycan says we should raid the Blue Spruces. They are already our enemies. Kulbras says we should not raid the Nomads, for they have little in the way of treasure. They do not keep cows, but rather herd their gigantic birds. Brenner says the Praxians are fiercely tribal. We should not trust them. Olaran says we should gift them, so they will tell us their stories. Vanina says Prax is populated by warring nomad tribes, each of which rides a different kind of animal. Minara says we should raid the Heran clan, they have the most cows. And Varson says let's raid the Greenwings, they are the weakest clan. Well. Wellington. We can accept their offer, delay raid until later, accept their offer, stage an immediate raid. Bearing in mind it is fire season, so it's not a bad time to raid. We can forget their offer, or we can send a party to raid them, or send them gifts. So, new straw poll. Option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. I think fire season is good raiding season. Ah, this one seems pretty unanimous. A few of you want us to raid these guys. A couple of you want us to forget the offer, but virtually everybody says raid now with these guys. That's a nice head you have in your shoulders. We'll get back to Bannerlord at some point, by the way. I haven't forgotten about it. I'm just, to be honest with you, I'm waiting a little bit for patches to roll out and hopefully for them to add that auto-blocking function back in. Yeah, this one's pretty clear. 23 votes and 72% of the vote. Option 2. Accept their offer, stage an immediate raid. Who do we raid, though, is the question. We have limited options here, it seems. The Black Rock, the Blue Spruce, the Muscovy, the Eagle, the Inhaili, the Ernaldori, or the Gorind. I'd like to raid the Heran clan, but that's, like, not an option, apparently. The Blue Spruce are already our enemies. We should probably pick that then in that case. I can't seem to scroll. No, I'm trying, but I can't. Oh, I know. There we go. I have to click on it too. Oh, right. There we go. So yeah, we could raid the Heran. Get revenge. Perpetuate the feud. Then for their aggressive pursuit trade, the Vile clan. Their chief is... Oh, yeah, because we ruined their reputation with that poem, didn't we? Heran delenda est. Right, fine. So, stage an immediate raid. We have these alliances here. Known for their reliance on raiding, the Isoltings. Their chief is Jareen. We are allied with them. And then the Boscovi. Known for their pottery and a fanatical attitude. Let's go ahead and call in the Isoltings, shall we? Let's get the raiders instead of the potters to help us out. These guys going to say anything new? No. Alright. Let's just go. Let's go all out on this. Fucking big time. Take all the weapon phones. Spunk a load of magic on it. Absolutely destroy these motherfuckers. The Isoltings sent 25 warriors. The Praxians sent 36 riders. We were spotted by the Heron patrols when our 14 weapon thanes and 138 footmen are facing 15 weapon thanes and 129 spearmen. Right. Sacrifice to Humact. Spunk magic. Plunder? Sure. Skirmish, maneuver, charge, or evade. Charging probably isn't going to work because we're doing a sacrifice first, you see. No, stop yelling charge, chat. It won't work. Skirmish. Check the tactics makes a big difference. How do I check them? Mark, how do I check them? There isn't a handy tooltip here right now. Well, I can't access the manual right now, Mark. Can I? You could just tell me which one I should pick. That would be nice. Whatever. Radio silence from Mark right now. I guess we'll skirmish? Your Harani attacked while we were still sacrificing. We harassed them with missiles as they charged, but it did little good. Fierce fighting ensued. Our magic blew away theirs, but they were able to rally. We were driven off and had no Are you fucking kidding me? We were driven off and had no opportunity to obtain booty. Nelindia distinguished herself in the fighting. With their careful attention, our auxiliaries kept 3 warriors from dying and patched up 2 of the wounded. King of Dragon Pass, you're just a dickhead, aren't you? You really are. We did a sacrifice, we spunked a load of magic on it, we got 2 sets of allies to help us, and the game is just like, ha, no, you still lose. Get wrecked. Ugh. Killed 3 of their weapon thanes, wounded 7 of them. Bollocks. Well, a bunch of stuff happened there. The help of the Praxians was not enough to allow us to overcome our foes. Our herders report that when we sent nearly all our warriors to raid the Harani, the Gorend clan brazenly rode onto our lands. Still 16 cows. Oh my god. Oh, it's just so bad. Womp womp, indeed. Vingan warrior women burst into your clan hall during a feast. They set fire to the hall and wound several warriors and ring members. As your weapon thanes rally to drive them off, they retreat, sustaining only light wounds themselves. Your attackers were from the Hjord clan, whose weapon thanes are well known for hiring out their martial services to other clans. They are often employed during feuds. Many of your people immediately assume that they were hired by the Hirani, who you are feuding with. And these guys are wounded, so they can't give us any advice. Lycan says the Hjord law speakers will claim that they are not responsible for the attack because they are mere mercenaries and therefore neutral. Vanina says trolls came to Bad King Urgrain with the grievance against Oskul's clan. He sold the swords of his weapon thanes to them, though Oskul's clan was in his own tribe. Manara says the Hjord lord speakers will claim they're not responsible. Yeah. Varson says, give a lesson to the Heran clan. Right. Well. Okay, option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Hey, Windlance. Option 1, quite popular it seems. Hire Hjord mercenaries to attack the Hirani. Taste of their own medicine, I guess. It's not going to be cheap, though. We've only got 68 goods. Option 4 seems to be the second most popular, which is retaliating against the Heran clan. Only 3 people want to make peace. Watch it still screw us over, yeah. Well, looks like option 1 has it. Hire Hjord mercenaries to attack the Hirani. They will do it if you gift each warrior with 5 cows worth of goods. How many do you hire? Oh boy. So if we wanted to hire 10, that would cost us 50 goods, and we only have 68. No. It's cows worth of goods. It's not cows, it's cows worth of goods. We're paying in goods here, we're not paying in cows. Zero. Maybe we'll go with 6. Minus 30 goods. They reported success in their attack. They wounded many of our foes. Alright, we got a bit of plus mood for that. And we got a bit of revenge while we're at it too. It's Earth season, so we want to be harvesting right now. Clan mood is dissatisfied. The farmers feel resolved. The weapon thanes are discontented. Now we can do feasts, which I think can cheer up the old thanes a bit, if I recall. Or there's gifts. Oh yeah, we can give gifts to the weapon thanes as well. Although we're really fucking low on goods right now, so maybe not. Can we get some more? What's the mail? Trade. We went on a raid, we'd capture lots more wealth. No more raiding, Varsons. No more raiding, my friend. Forget it. Who should we trade with? Maybe the Black Rocks? They're right next to us. Known for their early arrival in Dragon Pass, their chief is Rangor. We owe them a favor. Oh yeah, we can't send our usual dude because he's wounded. We should probably check on how many wounded we've got. How do we do that? Oh yeah, we've got quite a lot of wounded right now. We should do something about that. Magic. Oh, ooh, can we build a shrine? Wouldn't be a bad idea. Could upgrade our Humak shrine. Or not. We don't have enough goods. Bollocks. Need to learn mysteries before building a shrine. I see. I will be stopping in about half an hour. That's when the stream will end today. Let's... Sacrifice, maybe? We've got cows to spare, I suppose. Can't remember what the best option here is in terms of number of cows. At least 7 cows. Twice as much or more would be better. Shalana Roy prefers non-living sacrifice, so she prefers goods, generally speaking. Unfortunately, that's not much of an option right now. Let's go with 20 cows. 24 of our wounded healed. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, good. More minus mood. Many of the sheep are sick. The Khals are worried that the diseased spirits will grow stronger and infest the healthy animals. They figure that 140 sheep have the disease right now. Lycan says the cotters will take it hard if we don't try to deal with the sheep. Kulbrass says I can find shamans to drive away the diseased spirits. Brenner says just as Uralda is the bountiful cow mother, Navala is the ewe goddess. Olaron says after this is over, we should replenish our herds by raiding a clan with lots of sheep, like the Harani. Dude, have you not paid attention to what happens when we raid the Harani? Benina says it is best to appeal to Navala priestesses. Shamans might scare off bad spirits, but they won't be able to cure the sheep that are already affected. Minara says they may not come, but we should ask Navala priestesses to help us. They will know best. And Varson says after this is over, we should raid someone like the Analdori. Okay. Well, we can destroy the diseased animals, sacrifice to Navala the sheep mother, send for Navala priestesses from other clans, send for shamans to drive away the diseased spirits, or or separate the diseased sheep from the healthy ones. Well, let's see what chat thinks. Option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give the sheep to the Harani as a peace offering. Haha, I like it. That would be good, wouldn't it, actually? Yeah. Bit less clear, this one. Option 3 seems to be winning for now, to send for the priestesses. Although option 5 also is quite popular. Excuse me. You voted 1 because better safe than sorry, as how things have been going. Yeah, it's valid. It's valid. Although I think 3's won it. Oh, funnily enough, options 2, 4, and 1 are all completely tied. But yeah, option 3's won it. 9 votes, 39% of the vote overall. Option 3: send for Navala priestesses from other clans. No priestesses came. The sick sheep soon died, and the disease seemed to spread to the other sheep. Oh dear. Good. We're running this clan into the ground. We've got 654 cows left. It doesn't list sheep separately, but I did see a minus cows pop up there, so. Could be worse, yeah. Well. We need goods, though. Our goods are in the shitter right now. We really need more. So I suggest we should probably do something about that, eh? I'm not sure what the point of horses is, honestly. I'm not figuring that out right now. I don't get it. Harani have the most goods. Oh, yeah, of course they do. Sell some food and buy cattle. We have enough food to sell some. Whatever we sell, it shouldn't be cows. Our mission should be fairly safe from bandits. Trading blessing first. Yeah, we can't afford to build a shrine, mate. We have enough food to sell some. Alright, sell food. We want to buy goods and cattle, I guess. And we'll send this guy and caravan size medium, I suppose, and we'll send it to the Ernell Dory. They have lots of cows apparently, so let's send it to them. There we go. They also owe us a favour, I suppose, so do it. Our crops did very well this year. Farmer morale plus. Brilliant. Many of the sheep are sick again. The Khals are frightened that the disease spirits will grow stronger and infest the healthy animals. They figure that 180 sheep have the disease right now. So, same choices again, basically. Bloody hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sheep mother, help us, please. Well, the choices have changed a bit. Ooh, chat really cannot make its mind up on this one. This is interesting. The only thing you can all agree on, apparently, is that you don't want to send for the priestesses again. Beyond that, you ain't gonna. You guys don't seem to be able to make your minds up. Option 1 and 5 are both tied. Oh, now 1, 4, and 5 are all tied. Woohoo! Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are tied. Sorry, no, not 3. 1, 2, 4, and 5 are all tied. Democracy in action. Yeah, I guess so. First past the post, baby. Yeah. 2 is now winning. 2 has 1 more vote. Only 26% of the overall vote, but it is the one. It is the one with the most. Oh, it's like UK democracy here, isn't it? Good old first past the post. Only 26% of people have voted for it, but it's technically the winner. Hooray! So, option 2 it is. Sacrifice to Navala the sheep mother. How much do you wish to sacrifice? Probably should go for cattle again, because goods. We do a bit of both, actually. Do a bit of both. There you go, maybe 20 cattle. Most of the sick sheep were healed by Navala's grace. The rest died mercifully quickly. Thank God! Literally. Colbrast is back. Our caravan is back from the Eldori. We traded 50 bushels of food for 15 cattle and 15 cows worth of goods. Well, that's sort of almost paid for most of the sacrifice we just made, I suppose. Near as I could tell, the Eldari clan have more horses than we do. Okay. Well, okay, finally a bit of luck. It's now dark season. Clan mood is ugly. The farmers are discontented. The weapon thanes are discontented. Neither the farmers nor the warriors are very happy. Holding a feast would be a good idea, or asking Chelina Arroy for her hope blessing. The people are surly. It will take more than just a feast to convince them that things will turn up. Might be a good way of saying maybe we should go for the hope blessing. Except that's not available. That's not available. Maybe there's something here that's useful. Maybe we need to learn the blessing. Maybe that's the problem. Oh no, here we go, hope, but we can't do it apparently. We can only go for healing. Improves the people's morale. Why can't we have that then? I guess we have to do mysteries first to learn new blessings, huh? Let's try it then. Different sacrifice might succeed. Oh my god. Oh good, even less mood. Your carls find 4 of your horses with their throats cut. The carcasses have been fouled with dung to make them inedible. The weapon thanes were despondent, for by allowing this to happen, we had shamed our patron god. Of course, yes, Ermal is our patron god. Oh dear, we can attack another clan, lodge a legal claim against another clan, conduct a divination, do nothing, or sacrifice to Elmal Horsefriend for protection from horse killers. Lycan says it is the Greenwings who did this. I can feel it in my bones. Colbrass says our patron god Ermal is also friend and protector to horses. Brenner says divinations are only as good as the diviner. Sacrifices are only as strong as the magic of the god talkers who make them. Oleron says we should conduct a divination to identify the scoundrels who did this and then lodge a legal claim against them. Nina says a sacrifice will keep the horse slayers away. A divination will reveal them so we can deal with them ourselves. Minaria says it is bad to lose horses. We shouldn't compound this by slaughtering cows too. Potentially sensible. Varson says the clan Greenwing did this as a part of their feud against us. We must amass a large fighting force and then smash them. Well. Options 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let us see what the people think. Ruling a clan is no easy business. Yep, you're damn right. We must trust in the gods, for we mortal men are incompetent knobs. I have to say, this game has quite a bit of replay value. We're getting a lot of events pop up here that I've never seen before playing this game, like this horse one. Never happened before. I have never seen it, and I don't know what the right course of action is. Chat takes the helm, bad things happen. Yeah, it seems so. Well, at the minute, it's tied between option 1, attack another clan, or option 5, sacrifice to Elmal Horsefriend. 8 votes apiece. You haven't beaten this version, but you did become king on the OG version. Nice, dude. I've never managed it personally. I'm afraid we do need a tiebreaker, or we need a couple of people to vote for option 3, because that's actually on 7 votes. Conduct a divination. You saved some of the hero quests, though. Yeah. I think I might have done that, actually. Thinking back. It's creeping up. It's 8 votes for 1, 3, and 5. All 3 of them are tied. Completely. And 2 and 4 both have 3 votes, so it looks very symmetrical and nice on the graph, actually, I must admit. But we do need a winner. This game needs a cheese god. Ah! 1 vote in for option 5. There it is, 9 votes. Sacrifice to Elmal Horsefriend. How much do you wish to sacrifice? Oh boy. Well, some goods, I suppose, and some cattle. We're really hemorrhaging cows at the moment, aren't we? Oh boy. But, you know, it's nothing we can't fix. We can trade for more cows later. Apparently we have more than enough food right now. In fact, we really do, don't we? Because we have 769 population and a fuckload of food right now, so... Let's go with that. The God Talkers said that the signs were good. Elmar would protect us from such attacks in the future. Plus mood. Alright, good. Clan mood is dissatisfied. It's not ugly anymore, it's just dissatisfied. Could hold a feast. Medium feast. Invite neighbors, maybe? Yeah, go on. See what happens. Not sure much really happened at all there, actually. Never mind. Well, it's storm season. Lost some food and cows. Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? Might be worth trying to trade for some more cows, I would say. So go off to the El Eldor and try and buy some more cattle. Yeah, I think these guys are right. So let's, yeah, El Eldor again, because I think they've got the most cattle, right? So we'll sell food and buy cattle. Off we pop. Maybe make it a really big caravan. Weapon Thanes returned in triumph from a daring raid on the Blue Spruce clan. They carry 30 cows worth of loot. Nice! Their leader, Kolimar, says they were only doing what needed to be done, and clearly the clan agrees. The only problem is that Kolimar did not ask the clan ring for permission before setting out. Ooh. Our success in the battlefield depends on trust between the warriors. Kolimar no longer has mine. Lycon says our relations with the Blue Spruce clan were already bad. This could tip them into a feud if we don't apologize. Brenna says she has nothing to add. Orlerant says obey chosen leaders is one of the building stones of our society. This offense does not warrant outlawry, however. Vanina says we were already on the brink of a feud with the Blue Spruces. Minara says the farmers appreciate the loot, but it may resent it if the weapon thanes are allowed to do whatever they wish. The AMS situation. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, eh? Ah, dear. Does that mean the chat is Grima Wormtongue in this case? Right, let's see. Options 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. I said, click the bloody results button. Get your shit together, Chrome. We need to celebrate our very first successful raid. He tells the truth, you know. Why do you lay these troubles on an already troubled chat? Fuck, I need to watch those films again now. That might be what I do this evening, in fact. All but the first is on Netflix. What? Why on earth is the first one not on Netflix? Weird. Pretty sure I've got them all on Amazon anyway. Well, option 1 seems to have won at 13 votes. Endorse their actions after the fact. Warrior Morale Plus. Lycan spoke to the clan, walking a delicate balance between praising Kolimar's initiative and encouraging individual action on behalf of the clan. That was probably a decent result, I hope, unless it leads to something bad later on, which it could in this game, you never know. But it improved the mood a bit, I suppose. They're not disgruntled anymore. And we got a load of cows out of the bargain too, so that helps. Yeah, there's probably a feud coming. That's true. But that was going to happen, probably whatever we did, unless we decided to, like, apologize to the guys, but, well, whatever. Maybe we should try and smooth that over some other way. Oh, wait, no, they got goods. You're right, yes, they got goods. Which is nice. We're back up to 75 goods, which is pretty sweet, actually. And we have healed them, yeah. Nice. Maybe it would be a good idea. Where are the blue spruces? They actually owe us a favor on it, oddly enough. Resolve feud. Call on favor. Ask for cattle, food, info, and magic. We should ask someone for food. Yeah, after that trading expedition, we're now a bit down on food, funnily enough. Who do we have? Who owe us favors right now? Favors we owe, favors due. Gorind. Apple Clan. Over their fine apples. Sounds like they might have some food. So if we call on favor, ask for food. We'd have to send Brunner along because he's occupied still. Ask for food, yeah. Bring along with us. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm actually going to just leave it alone for now. The Apple Tribe, yes. Known for their fine apples. Grey Dog Tribe, presumably known for their grey dogs? No, they're known for careful planning. And of course there's the duckies. Weird duck people who live nearby. Yes, that's why we suck at raiding. Our tribe is called the Milk Drinkers. Well, you know. I like that it's logged the raid up there correctly. That's good. $811 cast to 587. Yeah, that's perhaps I made the trading caravan a little too big. I don't know what. No, we're off to get cows. Yeah, no, we had 800 odd at the start, didn't we? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're off. We've sent someone off to get cows. That's what we're waiting for at the minute, actually. No, I'm just gonna hit the button. Yeah, there we go. Our caravan is back from the Eneldiri. We traded 100 bushels of food for 57 cattle. The Eneldiri apparently have more fortifications than we do. The Arnoring clan is spreading the news that the Blue Spruces have declared a feud against us. Given how little the Arnorings like us, this could be a malicious rumor. Of course, the Blue Spruces aren't happy with us lately either. We should make sure of our blessings from the gods. Which, of course, brings us back to the sacred time. But we got more cows now. We're running a little low on food, but I think that's mostly because, you know, we're in the middle of winter right now. Well, actually, you know, having said that, you should really be running really low on food right before you start planting the new stuff, I suppose. No, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Right before you're about to harvest it. Anyway, whatever. 7 magic reserve. Fucking 2 points into war, because we really need the help, don't we, clearly? Health, herds, crops. Fucking loads of it, yeah. Maybe keep one in reserve, I suppose, but yeah. However, folks, I've just looked at the clock, and I think it's about time up for me, I'm afraid. The Blue Spruce raid, that was the one that Warriors went off on by themselves as part of that little event there, and it was actually successful. I think we got like 30 goods or something from it. But yes, I'm afraid, folks. I am afraid. The saga there. We played through we're on our 4th year now, so we've played through 3 years of this so far. Which ain't bad. But yeah, I am afraid, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it from me today. Only successful in raiding with the AI does it first. Yeah, clearly. That seems to be the problem. The issue clearly is not the warriors, it's the guys in charge. Anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed Gaius Marius. Yeah, like I said, I've been meaning to do this for ages, and I just sort of figured I'd do it today. They want to exit the game? Yes, I think so. What's controls? This is normal difficulty as well. Main menu. Yeah, sure. Anyway, there we go. After this, should be catching up on the Father series. Yeah, I will be restarting that fairly soon, actually. Hopefully this week coming up is the plan at some point this week, which would be good, but we'll see. Okay, there we go. So folks, it's been fun. Time to watch some. Yeah, I think is Elf streaming right now? Fraswar is. Although the raid menu on here has been known to tell lies in the past. Here has been known to tell Echo. Yes, it's a lying bastard. It's just a lying bastard. Yeah, no, Fraswar's streaming. What is he playing in the minute? Baldur's Gate 2 Throne of Baal. Lovely. Perfect. I'm gonna go raid Fraz, I think. I want to play some Baldur's Gate 2 one of these days. I think I'll start a new playthrough at some point. It's a big commitment, so I'm sort of shying away from it a bit, you know. But anyway. So, yeah, I'll be back elsewhere during the week with more streamage. As for what I'll be streaming, like I said, I have a few options here. Among them being a bit of Civ 4. Maybe some Outward. I might give that a go at some point. Could stream some more Dominions just for giggles. Mountain Blade. What else? Control as well. I'm thinking of starting Control. Maybe depending on whether or not I like the game very much, I might end up streaming a whole playthrough of it, which could be kind of fun. So yeah. Because that one looks proper interesting. Anyway, why not continue the dwarf one? The what one? I don't understand. Anyway. Right. Raid. Do the raid thing. Raid. Here we go. Francois. Start raid. Baldur's Gate 2 with the dwarf. Oh, because I'm miles away from the last time I streamed it. Like, I've been playing that. I played that a lot offline. I wouldn't be continuing it from your perspective. I would be jumping way ahead through. I've played like a third of the game since I last streamed it. So that wasn't really a streamed playthrough. That was just me streaming bits of the playthrough I happened to be doing occasionally when I couldn't think of anything else to stream. It wasn't really a proper thing. Right. Okay. Ladies and gents, thank you very much. I will see you again very soon. I might even this evening, depending on whether or not I feel like it, or if I have enough time, record a bit more Dominions for YouTube. So, because I've already had some useful advice in the comments, not least of which, the way to make the damn magic tattoos work. I now know how to do that, which is nice. So, all right. But anyway, folks, until then, have fun. Go say hello to Fraz for me. Toodaloo.